Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. And very good morning to everyone. First of all, I want to welcome all of you to the second Wijaya International Conference on Education, Management, Engineering, Social Sciences, and also Society 2023, SciSMES 2023. My name is Wijaya Kamal Ramlan, and I'm from Faculty of Business, Economics, and Accountancy, University of Malaysia, Sabah. And today I will present a topic or a title or a research title being called as a SWOT analysis of telecommunication industries in Malaysia. Okay, so these are my outline of the presentations. Okay, first of all, I will introduce about the telecommunication industry in Malaysia. The second one, okay, I will brief about the penetration rate at a glance in Malaysia about the telecommunication industries. By looking in terms of the fixed telephone, mobile cellular telephone, fixed broadband, and also mobile broadband. And after that, I will continue with the fixed telephone subscriptions, mobile cellular telephone subscriptions, fixed broadband subscription, and mobile broadband subscriptions in Malaysia. And after that, I will continue with the SWOT analysis of telecommunication industries in Malaysia, okay, by looking at the strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats of the telecommunication industries in Malaysia. And last but not least, is I will explain a little bit about the conclusion in terms of the telecommunication industries in Malaysia. Okay, so we will proceed, okay, with the introductions. Okay, as we know, okay, about the telecommunication industries, okay, in a certain countries, the telecommunication industry runs under the monopoly market structures, okay, under the monopoly or monopolistics, okay, either they've been fully owned by the private or the government sectors, okay, but especially in Malaysia, our telecommunication industries is under the monopolistics, competitions market structures, which means that, okay, there are many producers or playmakers in the industries that providing similar or identical product, but it will be different in terms of the certain aspects, for example, packaging, marketing strategy, branding, quality, and many more, among others. Hence, that are not the perfect substitutes. Okay. The industry witnesses some low level of barriers to entry with the support from the Malaysian government through some introductions of various policies and initiatives, okay, among several approaches that have been explicitly adopted, okay, to stimulate competition among telecommunication industry players are determining network territory between competitors, provisions of license for new firms, and also monitoring of the performance in sustaining competition in the market. Okay, apart from that, several segments have been formed in industry competition, which includes the value-added product segment application, internalizations, and among others. Liberalization process, okay, in telecommunication industry is being introduced by the Malaysian government that aims to encourage more participation from private firms, okay, to ensure quality product at a competitive price. The expansions of the telecommunication industry progresses out of the various developments that are taking place in the aspects of the regulations, physical structures, and also the policies. The growth of regulation activities and policies of telecommunication industries in Malaysia has been started, okay, in 1908 up to the present, where the industry saw the merging of the Jabatan Pos dan Telecom, and currently telecommunication portfolio was being placed under the Ministry of Communications, okay, and Digitals. And one of the policies, okay, that been formed, okay, to for the development of these industries is being called as the National Telecommunication Policy 1994 until 2020, and it been continued with the Jalinan Digital Negara Plan Jendela, okay, started from September 2020 lah, that in line with the 12 Malaysian Plan that start from 2021 to 2025. The Jendela itself has been divided into two phases. The phase one is in 2020 until 2022. focusing more in terms of the resources and infrastructures, okay. And the phase 2, 2023 until 2025, they're focusing more in terms of the 5G services. Okay, so among the main strategies for this policy, it will include the initiative, okay, for the competition with industries, R&D initiatives, activities, okay, on the product and telecommunication technology. So these are some of the background about the telecommunication industries in Malaysia, yeah, as for your informations. And we will continue, okay, with the discussion about the penetration rate, okay, other plans, okay. So we are focusing in terms of 4 aspects, okay, the fixed telephone, the mobile cellular telephone, okay, the fixed broadband, and also the mobile broadband penetration rate, okay. So the growth in the telecommunication industries has led to the expansions of the fixed telephone, mobile cellular telephone, fixed broadband, and mobile broadband has been portrayed, okay, in the figure 1, okay. For the fixed telephone, the penetration rate is increased significantly throughout 2015 until 2021, okay, from 14.5% to 24.6%. The increasing of the rate is being caused, okay, one of the things is, okay, the subscriptions, okay, in terms of the VoIP, okay. And then the second one is, okay, for the mobile cellular telephone. Okay, if we look, the fixed telephone just now is the blue color, the mobile cellular is the maroon one. Okay, mobile cellular telephone, the penetration rate decreased, okay, from 141.96% in 2015, okay, to 130.91% in 2018. In 2019, it increased to 135.96%, and it dropped back, okay, to 131.70% in 2020 before it goes up back, okay, in 2021 to 140.49%. The increasing in 2021, okay, is because of after the pandemic COVID-19 2019, is being caused by the incentive that being provided, okay, by the government and service providers, especially to lower income group. Okay, the third one is about the fixed broadband. Okay, the penetration rate. Okay, for the fixed broadband, the green one. Okay, as you can see at the slides, the penetration rate in 2015 is 9.86% and decreased to 8.32%. Okay, in 2018, before it goes up back to 11.12% in 2021. The increasing that happened in 2020 and 2021 is because of the changes of the norm during the pandemic COVID-19, where people start to work and study from the home. Okay. In addition, okay, it is being caused by the introductions of the policies or initiative by the government that being called as the gender lab plan in 2020, one that helps, okay, the increasing of these activities. Okay, for the mobile broadband, okay, the last one, the purple one, okay, the penetration rate in 2015 is 89.35% and being increased to 123.25%, okay, in 2019. Okay, and in 2020 it decreased to 116.98% and it goes up back to 125.15% in 2021. So the increasing is being caused, okay, by the product that being offered, okay, by the market, incentive from the government, especially for the low income groups, okay, and also the situations of the pandemic COVID, okay, that makes, okay, but for the pandemic COVID is the decreasing is being caused by the pandemic COVID that makes people to try to deactivate, okay, their subscriptions on that time. So as for your information, most of this data is being collected from the ITU, International Telecommunication Unions, okay. The ITU itself, okay, is the United Nations Specialized Agencies that focusing more in terms of the ICTs lah, okay. So, okay, they will try to collect all of the ICT statistics around the world, okay, including Malaysia itself, okay. But for sure, they will link or they will communicate with the MCMCs lah, because MCMCs is the bodies, okay, that will monitor these activities in Malaysia, especially that. But for sure, it will be helped also, okay, by the ministry lah, okay, Ministry of Communications and Digital. Okay, these are some of the discussion in terms of the fixed telephone subscriptions. Okay, For the fixed telephone subscriptions in 2000, okay, the value of the fixed telephone subscriptions is around 4 million lah, okay, 4,628,000. Okay, and in 2015 is almost around, okay, 4 million also, 4,489,500. Okay, and it started to increase until 2021 to 8,247,100 lah. Okay, so there will be a revised figures in 2007. Okay, in 2007, the data that, as you can see, there is 658,0800. Okay, while the previous one data is 657,820 has been reported, okay, in the ITU long questionnaire 2018. Okay, the increasing in 2021, okay, as you can see, okay, 8,247,100,100, okay, is being caused, okay, by the increasing in terms of the subscriptions of the voice over IP products, okay, or services. Okay, that is the first one. The second one is the mobile cellular telephone subscriptions by the prepaid and the postpaid. Okay, so for this one, okay, so for this one, okay, in 2000s, okay, the value for the mobile cellular telephone subscription is around 5,131,748. Okay, and it started to increase, okay, until 2015, okay, to almost 44 million. Okay, 44,104,000. Okay, so but of course, okay, from time to time there's increasing and decreasing up till 2021 it started to increase back to 47,201,700. Okay, households. Okay, so most of the discussions, okay, the previous one and also this one, the mobile cell telephone is the units in terms of the households. Okay, so there also there's a revised figure in 2016. Okay, if you look at there is 43 million. Okay, 464,500. Okay, but the previous one, okay, is 43,465,000. Okay, has been reported in the ITU long questionnaire 2017. Okay, so the increasing in 2021 is being caused by the government and service providers incentives, okay, to provide access to the public, especially they will try to focus in terms of the low income group. Okay. Okay, the third one is the fixed broadband subscriptions. Okay, it started, okay, in 2001 and the value on that time is around 4,000 households, and in 2015 it increased, okay, to 3 million, 63 million, 63 thousand, okay, 800. Okay, and from there it start to increase and decrease until in 2021. Okay, it's increased to 3,734,100. Okay, households. Okay, so in 2020, the increasing is being caused of the lockdown due to the pandemic, as well as adapting to the new norm in 2020, okay, such as working or study from home. Okay, they have further driven the demand of the fixed broadband subscriptions in 2020, with the subscription increase by 13.3% as being compared with the same period, okay, last year. In 2021, the increasing being caused of by the government initiative in expanding fixed broadband coverage, okay, through the program that being called as Jendela. This has been contributed to the increasing in terms of take up of subscriptions, coupled with the high demand of higher bandwidth services and applications, particularly those who works and study from home. Okay, so these are the reasons that makes, okay, the fixed broadband subscription is increased in 2020 and 2021. Okay, so for the mobile broadband subscriptions, okay, it started from 2007, where the value on that time is 69,400, and in 2015 it's increased, okay, to 27 million 759,100. Okay, and from time to time it increased to 6,142 million. 6,100 in 2021. As you can see from the chart or the data, the bar graph, as you can see at the front, on the slides. In 2015, the increasing is being caused due to the attractive price offered in postpaid and prepaid packages, where the pay-per-use subscriptions and the introductions of the LTE package on that time. And in 2020, the decreasing is being caused due to the drop of the multi-SIM subscriptions and the activations on inactive SIMs, which largely stem from non-citizens who went back to their home countries due to the pandemic COVID on that time. And in 2021, the increasing is being caused by the government incentive in providing access to the public, particularly low-income group, and also the reopening of economic activities, from time to time. So the next one is we want to discuss about the SWOT analysis, the important part of the telecommunication industries in Malaysia. So we start with the strengths. So these are some of the strengths that makes the telecommunication industries can be survived, or that makes it still relevant or reliable. The first one is the increasing in terms of the demand for the connectivity, because of the work from home, learning at home, and some of the activities in the home, such as video streamings, because of the situation on that time, because of the pandemic COVID in 2019, that makes these are the new activities, these are the new lifestyles, and these are the needs of the people, that makes that the demand for this activity or services is increased. So these are one of the strengths. The second one is about the incentive for sure from the government. There are several policies, initiative. In fact, the Jaringan Prihatin program, that makes the demand is increased. That makes the revenues is increased 5.1% in 2021. The subsidies for the consumer to own a smartphone and mobile package also that be introduced from time to time also that makes this one is very important. When we talk about weaknesses, these are some of the weaknesses, that might influence the telecommunication industries from time to time. The first one is the niche markets and local monopolies of companies, for example, Telecommunication Malaysia's. And the second one is quite important. The average revenue per users that is not very consistent. The trend shows a declining from time to time. The data usage is increased, but the average revenue per users is always decline, because the price is quite low. So that makes the ARPU is continuously decline. The broadband cost is being transferred to the consumers. Even though we have several pay makers in the market industries, but it's still the way the consumer look, the situation is still a bit expensive. And the last one is the extra cost of building a new supply chains and logistic network. When we start to focus more in terms of the artificial intelligence and some of the important things related with the telecommunication industries, for sure, we have to set up, the facilities, the technologies, and all of these things will give a big cost, and that is some of the weaknesses, the problem, the issues, in the telecommunication industries. There are some of the opportunities for sure. Malaysia projected to have 15 million 5G subscribers by 2025. Increasing in terms of 40%, 70%, and 80%. In 2022, 2023, and 2024. And all MNOs in Malaysia will have launched 5G services. We are expecting by end of 2023. The usage of the 5G smartphones also, the incentive by the governments, the packages that are being offered by the operators that will make people start to consume or start to use the 5G smartphone from time to time. And we expect the sales will be 10 million units in 2025. The fiber broadband, this one also is quite important nowadays, because people start to taking this package in their houses, in their office, and many more. So there will be an increase in terms of the penetration rate for the next 5 years. Because of the effort from the operators, the support from the government. So there will be an increase or increment in terms of the fiber broadband penetrations. The threats, okay, large numbers of mobile virtual network operators. Okay, nowadays we have around 19 licenses, okay, that being offered. Okay, the biggest one is the some of the biggest one is Celcom, DG Maxis, U-Mobile, Unified Mobile, and Yes4G. So it holds 14.2% of the mobile subscriber market shares and almost 6.3 million subscribers. Okay, for sure. Okay, below of the Celcoms, DG Maxis, there are some of the companies also. Okay, that working together with them. Okay, the data consumption growing. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, the average revenue per users also start to be flat. Okay, declining. Okay, for most operators, price and also the data usage is they have a different relationships, negative relationships. Okay, yeah. So this one also is one of the threats that might affect the telecommunication industries in Malaysia, especially. Limited success with non-connectivity services revenue also is one of the threats that makes these industries can be affected. Okay. Okay. So what will be the next? What is the conclusions? What is the things that we have to think or that we have to focus? Okay. Malaysia is having a transition phase. Okay, we are having a transition phase from the pandemic to the endemic phase where the daily activities goes back to the pre-COVID era. So, but however, some practices, for example, hybrid workings, online streaming, e-commerce will be usual. Okay, this will be our norms after this. Okay, so there is no big difference. Okay, for sure there must be an effort not only from the government but also from the policymakers in the industry to bridge the digital divide. Okay, especially to the rural area or the hard to reach areas. Okay, and also focuses more on terms of the leverage emerging technologies, focusing in terms of 5Gs, artificial intelligence, edge computing, okay, immersive collaborations, and mixed reality, okay, to drive, okay, the ecosystem and inspire the innovations of these industries. Okay, for sure, also the cross-industry collaborations and co-creations, okay, for the new applications, okay, and also the use cases across multiple industries and many more is quite important. Okay, and last but not least, okay, the development of the sustainable and robust policies, regulation for the betterment of the societies and economic growth. Okay, the ministry and also the MCMC, okay, need to work together, collaborate together, okay, in order to make sure that these industries can be sustained, can be survived. Okay, from time to time, the improvement in terms of the technologies and many more can be done. Okay, from time to time. Okay, so I think that's all from me. Thank you very much for your time and for your participation on my sessions. I will appreciate, okay, some comments. Okay, okay, and thank you very much on again to the Global Academia Network and all of the participants and also the presenters. Until we meet again, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Thank you, everyone.